Abusia mincha na msanso mo akwa baso nkoso emfa umre channel so. Hada so e be media GH abusia ade a OSP aba bontin de nsembi da ba betudwa. Ochira investigation bi chese akoso a over 67 major corruptions bi chese ekokoso in relation to yemame Cecilia Dapaah nsem abusia we dey person kasa bo pese e kone kokoti nsem no mu ankasa enchire mu yie na so wie na se ho adwenchire bia but modern na ya che adwe hada so e be media GH abusia se ene de connect channel so a ene dey kwan so e be so be je me no ahwe videos ni bi we abomodi an so be subscribe be like no abasha for pensem bi atie no anya bi atie yen che ho no yen kone koti nsem a abusia abadwafo e de atu dwane na efa eye media budget report here about some 67 major corruptions be akoso abusia omo elikini na ewe live TV so Cecilia Dapaah say no ho follow sansem we mu enya sam keto subscribe like yon ko ni kokuti nsem ni makasa nche na Cecilia medasi
with touches and concerns corruption they can open the case.
So this does not mean that
no. If as we continue, corruption, I mean, it's finally revealed after diligent search and investigation that she was involved in corruption. They can reopen the case. The case is not closed. That's what they are saying. But presently, they don't see corruption. Okay, immediately they don't see corruption. But that doesn't mean that there is no corruption.
See, would Dr. Zato be right to say that at that time,
this is not a clearance.
She's being...
See, first of all, let's go back. Let's roll back so that our viewers will understand. Office of the Special Prosecutor, as the name suggests, has special jurisdiction. He has no general jurisdiction. He has special jurisdiction. His jurisdiction is to investigate corruption, corruption-related offenses, and breaches of the Procurement Act. So when you see the establishment of an office of the Special Prosecutor, that doesn't give the Special Prosecutor general jurisdiction, no. Now, so if the Special Prosecutor is investigating a case and comes to the conclusion that the case doesn't reveal corruption, corruption-related offense, or breaches of the Procurement Act, the Special Prosecutor will have to release the docket to a body, a state body that has the requisite jurisdiction to investigate that matter. That doesn't mean that the case is closed. And Martin is perfectly right, and that is the law. The Phdtv rules change the old law. That look, if you're going to fight corruption, you can't make the determination of a predicate offense sine qua non for the prosecution of money laundering. Because the offense might be committed in another jurisdiction. Or the accused person might successfully destroy the predicate offense. But our Constitution 286 and even Section 13 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act clearly establishes that if you are unable to prove, so shifts the burden of proof from the accused person, from the state to you. You must prove the source. Okay? So that is the universal, presently, the universally accepted way of fighting corruption. That if you have assets that you cannot properly, that cannot be reasonably attributable to your salary, your gift, an inheritance, and what those listed there, then the state will be deemed to have acquired in contravention of the Constitution. Okay?
Yes.
So, but Zato, corruption didn't have dual location in under Nana Akufo-Addo, dual geographical location. It had a multi-locational burden in this country. And let me give you an example. We were here when they told us that the gate fees, some people were charging gate fees. And who said it? Kennedy Ajapong. Gate fees to see the president. There was corruption. We were here when they sold contaminated fuel. You remember Boss? Mortalenos. That matter, finally, when it was investigated, so it came out that this was inappropriate. The PDS, up to now, we have not been able to recover the money. That's corruption. The cash for seats. What is that? What do you term that? Is that not corruption? The Australian visa scandal. Is that not corruption? Charles Bishop and Ghana Stop. Is that not corruption?
This matter
yes, but so corruption cannot be said to have been dual location at the Nana Kofado. I can give you many SML.
No, let's focus on the half-year report. Let's focus on the half-year report.
Okay, so the half-year report clearly is in satisfaction of Section 3.3 of the Special Prosecutors Act. When we were passing the act, and I was a key member of the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, we said that because that was a novelty, we needed to hold the office accountable. Because we're going to spend a lot of money. We've already spent a lot of money in trying to research. We went to South Africa, we went to Canada, we went to Malaysia, and trying to understand Singapore, not Malaysia, Singapore, and trying to understand how the office should operate. And that's public resources. So the the Office of the Special Prosecutor must periodically, every 6 months, come to tell us what the office is doing to justify the expenditure. Okay? So it's in fulfillment of Section 3.3 of the Act. And by the end of the year, he will come. Because there have been institutions of state. They have taken monies, spent the monies, are failing to account, and even when they are held before the Public Accounts Committee, they still fail to account. So, again, transparency. So we want to know, since the past case, you started it, where is it? That is why it is contained in the report. Where is it? So he has to give the people of Ghana that report. The SMA, why do you issue a red notice for Nana Ken Oforiatta? You should tell Ghanaians. And what is the status now? You tell Ghanaians. And what reasons, what motivated you to issue that? That's all what the mid-year report does. Educate us, bring us to speed with what is happening to justify the resources, the public resources that have been expended on the office.
Well, Dr. Dasso says he has to be answering questions, because if you put something in the report and then you later issue a statement to clarify, then it raises questions.
No, it doesn't raise any question. So
about what exactly is in there.
So it doesn't raise question. It's clear. But obviously, people have subjected that to various interpretations. The Special Prosecutor wants one interpretation, because it issued the report. But people are subjecting the report to various interpretations. The Special Prosecutor said, no. That interpretation is not what should be put on it. So we need to clarify what is contained in there. Okay? Because you see, nobody is a Humpty Dumpty. And the Special Prosecutor is not a Humpty Dumpty. He's not saying what he's trying to get everybody to understand that this is the status of the case. He has not said that the woman has been exonerated. And we have heard a lot of commentary on exoneration.
So this no direct and immediate evidence of corruption was identified during the investigation of Cecilia Dapaah by the FBI and the OSP. That's not... It's not exoneration. Okay. It means that for the time being, at the time that he was issuing the mid-year report, in accordance with his mandate and that at 959, he has not seen, the office did not see corruption or a corruption-related offense committed in the past or immediately. But that doesn't mean that that's a closure. It means that if subsequently, after after diligent investigations, it's established that she was engaged in corruption and corruption-related offense, she will be prosecuted by the Special Prosecutor. And Martin is right. The common law position is that time does not run against the states. Well, that's the position we still have in Ghana. But in some jurisdictions, they have put time on the commission of an offense. But the general principle in law is that time does not run against the commission of an offense. So at any time that it is realized upon diligent search
that Cecilia Dapaah engaged in corruption or a corruption-related offense or a breach of the Procurement Act, she will be subject to the jurisdiction of the Special Prosecutor.
So in this case, the OSP, if Matubebo, what you said is anything to go by, the OSP has finished its job of investigating corruption and corruption-related offences, and they say they found nothing.
Yes.
First of all, you must understand that in criminal offences, jurisdiction is so important that you need to establish that before you go into the matter. If not, if you lack jurisdiction and you go into the matter, there will be a firm ground for your decision to be thrown away.
Yes. So they say for now.
For now.
Remember, even those who are fixated of the predicate offense. You remember when the OSP issued the report, the one where they said the cosmetic businesses, etc., don't belong to her. They also mentioned tax evasion. And tax evasion is in the realm of lawyer Siama. That's their jurisdiction. So those who are looking for tax, this is predicate, as we said, it's no longer law. But the OSP report, we can pull it out.